Hi guys, so I'm in a sports rehab, but I think we're on that level, so it's gonna be okay. Also, I totally recorded this video already, but on my main channel. Oops, I do that sometimes and it confuses people. But I caught it before I made it public, and now I'm on my second channel. So I was really proud of the first vlog. It was like super energetic. It was really fast. It lasted a whole 10 minutes, and I didn't stop talking the entire time because I was so jazzed. But this one, just you know what? It's probably not gonna be as good because you know what? Fuck it. I don't know if I can do it as well twice. So here we go. I'm going to try to recreate it. So essentially I started out by saying, I have a lot to talk about, but no topic. So there's no topic of this video, but I have a ton to talk about. But I am going to start by breaking for a second. And this is going to be the comment question of the day. So you know how, like, breaking is, like, for the most part, unattractive. And I'm saying, like, bragging specifically, not like being confident or like rocking you or just like, being unapologetically your genuine self. I mean, bragging. Bragging is an unattractive thing. It has like a negative connotation to it. But you know how, like, even though that's true, and even though it is kind of like unattractive to brag, you still have that one friend you can brag to. You're like, oh, I can brag to my best friend, and in return, my best friend can brag to me. They're like your safe house for bragging. You can be really proud of something, or you can really rock something, or you can think you look really fucking cute. You can be like, do I look hot? Just tell me I look hot because I fucking know I do. And then like they tell you that, or you have your significant other, and that's kind of like their job, their purpose for you to like unfilteredly, like tell them most things that you want to tell them, and then they can do the same to you. It's kind of like a thing. So you're gonna be my bragging friend today, or my significant other that I brag to today. That's just what's gonna happen. And then the comment question of the day, I'm gonna ask you to brag in return. Um, so don't worry, it's not just one-sided. It's not like I'm gonna brag to you and you're gonna listen. I also want to hear you brag because I think it can be really healthy in moments. Like you shouldn't live your life bragging, or thinking you like are super like about everyone else and whatever. Um, but I do think it is good to have moments where you really celebrate yourself and like just kind of like revel in successes. And so since I've had a month like that, wow, that sounds. I haven't just had a moment. I had a whole month. Wow, I am good at breaking. But since, but you'll see why it's a month when I explain it. Since I've had a month like that, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then I would like you to brag about something um, in return. And maybe you haven't had a month like that, but you're allowed to brag about something like a year ago. You can brag about anything. It can be relevant. It can be like from the past. Whatever you fucking want. There's no rules. I don't own you. Okay, so I'm gonna brag for a second. So you know how I've been like sucked into negativity a lot? I told you. It's super goofy because if I would have just, I was so sucked into the negativity because I think what I was trying to do is be a good advocate. Because I would see something problematic, and I would think to myself, I'm not being a good advocate if I don't advocate against that. Not necessarily because I think I will persuade them, but because I think there is a chance I could persuade them, and also me advocating against that problematicness is a public thing, and then anyone watching will see that interaction. So that could be being a good advocate. But so the reason that I was so sucked into negativity, one of the reasons, because one of the reasons I took it personally, especially if it's to do with queer issues, and another reason is because I was trying to be a good advocate. But then as I was sucked into the negativity, and as I was trying to be a good advocate, and as I was taking things personally, I also forgot to celebrate the positive things and reinforce positive comments, which was a mistake. But we all learn and grow, and meow meow meow. Um, um, but okay, so you know how I was so sucked into the negativity? That was so goofy because if I would have just zoomed out for a second and gained some like holistic perspective and just seen the bigger picture, I would have been busy celebrating that I had my best month ever on YouTube. Um, and that's what I'm breaking to you about. I had my best month ever on YouTube. I mean, the analytics are like separated, month by month. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to brag to you about this month. Not like my month has been golden every day, but the month of April, the previous month, was my best month ever on YouTube. I got my most views I've ever gotten, and I got my most subscribers gained, besides the months that Tyler Oakley shouted me out, but that's kind of the exception. Um, because this month I really feel like I gained all the subscribers myself, not with like any outside forces of YouTube. Like my videos really just spoke on their own, if you know what I'm saying. And so I was really happy about that. I'm not going to tell you the numbers of views, because that could translate to money, and I don't really like to talk about money on this channel. But I will tell you the amount of subscribers, and I'm gonna do that. I know it's not super classy, but once again, you're the friend that I can brag to without worrying about being classy. So I'm gonna get 10,000 subscribers this month. And this is where I think it's like good to celebrate your successes. So I'm just gonna say I think that's fucking insane. That's insane. And the only reason I'm so happy about it is because I was making stuff truly from my heart, and like unapologetically, I was like, even when I was getting critiques, like, wow, you think I talk about gay stuff too much? Kind of fuck you. And then, like, that video did so well. It's gotten, like, 10,000 likes in only a few days. Almost 10,000 likes. And I think that's great. That's so crazy because it was so genuine. It was so from my heart. And I think that's great that I can be able to do that and then have my best month ever. 10,000 subscribers. That's so mind blowing to me. I'm really grateful, and it's just fantastic. And again, it's not all about the like subscriber count. It's more about the subscriber count validates my truth. Does that like make sense? Not that I need subscribers to validate my truth, but like I'm not gonna lie, it helps. So yeah, so now that I unclassily told you my numbers, which I like have never, which I don't really do, um, Um, besides, you know, my one public number, my ultimate subscriber count, but that's on the top of everyone's YouTube page for the most part. You can unclassily brag to me. I would like you to unclassily brag to me. What is something that has happened to you? And it can be recently, or if you can't think of anything recently, that's fine, because sometimes we go through like really mad weeks or months, or at least I do. That's kind of why I'm saying this. So if you can't think of anything in the last week or month, you can tell me something from like 6th grade, or your most proud moment in life. That's fine. There, like no holds barred, no bars hold, no holds barred, whatever. You know, whatever. There are no rules. Is essentially what I'm trying to say. I had a really big glass of red wine, so I'm super rambly and tangential. But I want you to brag to me, and I don't want you to do it. I don't want you to have to feel like you have to do it in a classy or humble way. Like you don't. I mean, if you want to humble brag, like live your life. If your communication style is humble, and it's important to you to stay classy, then do that. But you don't have to. There are no rules. You can be like, girl, I got to lead in the school play, and you know what? It's because I deserve it. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I am the best actor at my school. So yeah, I rock. Like, my talent was validated because it is there. It exists. My talent is fucking amazing. You can do that. That's okay. This is like, I'm giving you the opportunity to do that. And again, I don't think you should really live your life this way, but I do think that it's good to have at least moments where you celebrate and revel in your successes. And that's kind of, I think I started this video out saying that it didn't have a topic, but I think it totally does. I'm talking about bragging. So I want you to brag to me. I brag to you. I want you to brag to me. Your comments yesterday were really fantastic. I talked about gross words, and one of you said that I think you said you liked the word smear, but then your sister whispered to you moist pap smear, and I thought that was disgusting. So, well done. That's the grossest phrase in the English language. Also, McBobbles, I love you so much, and I just want to have a moment with you right now, because I know I used to reply to your comments all the time, but then your comments weren't able to reply to. But guess what? They still aren't. I couldn't reply to your comment yesterday either. So you should fix that because I love you. And the next time I remember to follow you on Tumblr, that I'm on Tumblr, I will do it. This is a moment between you and I, McBabbles. I hope you feel acknowledged, because I'm acknowledging you because I love you. That's all. Goodbye. You're beautiful, fantastic. That's to everyone, not just McBobbles, but also McBobbles. And the end.